front, this is a wild crowd.
They are loud in Richmond. I like it.
The only place in town where it's legal for a 65-year-old man to knock a 7-year-old girl over for a free hat.
I don't know if that should be.
It's not, you know, it shouldn't be, but it is somehow. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to go, man. This is a great racetrack and fun racing. Last night was a great race to watch, and I felt like I learned a little bit. And we're good here at the spring race. I feel like our car has a similar balance to that, so we're ready to go.
What did you learn last night? Other than the fact that that was a tremendous race.
It was a great race. I watched up from the spotter stand, and my spotter TJ was spotting Junior, so I was able to listen in, and I thought really more or less what I learned really is just seeing what he says. You know, as a spotter, like, you know, you kind of imagine what he's saying, what's going on around you.
So that's what he meant.
To really see, yeah, like, oh, that's what he means when, you know, you see the full picture, and I thought that was kind of cool.
The track seemed like it changed a little bit. Early in the run, everybody was in the bottom. Later in the run, everybody was kind of drifting a little bit. Was that by choice, or was that just what the race car wanted to do?
I think it's all about what works for your race car the best. You see cars get right down on that paint, down on the bottom, and they'll just get their left sides on that and hook it around. You see cars move up to the second lane, some even to the third lane tonight with these Cup cars with all this horsepower. But it's hard to hook it up after a few laps. This tire wears out a lot. This track has an abrasive surface, and that's what it's all about. You know, we watched the spring race. You know, they went a full stage green, 100 laps green, and I think it was a 17 car. He pitted. Everyone else stayed out. He pitted, put 4 tires on. He actually made up time by doing it. So there's a lot of different strategy options throughout the stages, whether it's a caution or not. So keep your eyes open to see a lot of crazy things like that happen.
In terms of tire wear, are we to Darlington territory yet, or are we still getting there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That bad?
Yeah, tires fall off really hard here. Well, at the later point of the run, after about 60 laps, 70 laps into the run, that front straightaway, as much as it's curved, we won't be wide open. You know, there's all the way down that straightaway, you're pedaling it, trying to hook the rears up. You know, and eventually you just give up. You're not going to get it down, and you try to save that tire to make sure you have something to get through the corner. So tire management's key, and a lot of that's in the setup. A lot of that's in the way the driver's driving the car. So you got to make sure all that's working together.
Jasmine is out in the crowd. She's got a microphone. If you just got here, I'll repeat it. If you didn't, you know the drill anyway. Raise your hand up, rave, scream, yell. We'll get Jasmine to you. Right over here for our first question.
If it's the last lap and Kyle Busch is in front of you, and you're
we gotta be starting trouble. First question of the day. First question of the day. We're starting stuff.
I'm gonna win. Take it however you want. It's very open-ended, but we're gonna win.
We can get security over to this guy in the Kozlowski shirt. He needs to go. Yes, young man.
What's the fastest that your car has been?
The fastest my car will go. Well, the fastest is in Michigan, and I think we're like, what are we, like 218?
218 at the end of the front stretch, yeah.
That's pretty fast. We won't go that fast tonight. We have a smaller track, but it still feels like you're going fast. It actually might feel faster here sometimes than it does there.
You don't really notice how fast it is until people start wadding it up and you realize you're going really fast.
Yeah, you know what? It takes a long time to slow down from 220 mile an hour. You know, you kind of get comfortable. As weird as it sounds, you get used to going that fast until everything goes wrong. And then you hit really hard or you can't stop. And then it's just, that part doesn't, that's not person as much fun. No.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to, I got a nice shirt. What's your sign for me?
That's a great shirt. Yes, he wants me to sign it.
We can do that, I guess.
Can do that.
Whatever you want to do. Don't
Throw it up here.
While you're doing that, I'm going over here because I promised somebody I'd let them ask her. I know something about you, and the only reason I know about it is because I was told about it. Oh, okay, you gonna get her? So listen to this young lady right here because she has a very important question to ask you, or a very important statement. Go ahead.
How's daddy life going for you?
How's daddy life? I tell you what, dad life is not easy, but it is awesome.
That stuff under his fingernails is not grease, if you're curious.
If I had a nickel for every time that has happened to me already.
Really?
I don't think I can change them without getting it all over the place.
Have you had the back door blowout yet where it goes all the way to the nape of the neck? Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh.
You know what always happens is like, so I'm getting it all, and I get ready, so I get like 6 wipes ready to go. I'm like, all right, here we go. I get him, I take his diaper off, and I'll put his diaper to the side. And then like every time he puts his foot right in it, and I'm like, ah! And then he's kicking, and it's everywhere. And just,
Oh, yeah, he's having a great time.
oh yeah, he's laughing. He thinks it's great.
Put the big old footprint right in the middle of Dad's chest.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah, that happens a lot. I gotta clean myself after I clean him. That's just how it works. But it is awesome. Thanks for asking that question. It's been fun. He's getting, you know, as he gets older, it gets a lot cooler. You know, first it's amazing how babies are. They don't know anything, and they can't even hold their head up. There's nothing going on up there. And then now, like, he's got a personality. He's laughing. He's grabbing things. He grabs everything and throws it on the ground. He thinks that's funny at this point. But nice golf cart rides. If you're at the racetrack and it's a rainy day, it's not very good because he's cooped up in the motorhome. But on normal days, really, we just take him on the golf cart, and he absolutely loves it. So that's what we do.
Boy, he was born to the right parents then, wasn't he?
So we do the same thing at home every night. It's like the routine before he goes to sleep. Bath, golf cart ride. He falls asleep in your hands on the golf cart, then you go to sleep. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know you've had some crew miscommunication issues this year, like at the Glen and at Michigan. What do you do after a race to make sure those don't repeat themselves?
Fires people. No, I'm sorry. No.
No, I think there's a lot of different ways to handle things. You know, to me, you know, you try to handle it in the most professional way as possible. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, sometimes that's really hard because you know, you got to have that filter. You got to know the repercussions of what happens when you say something over the radio. Most of the time, I try to just you know, get something and I communicate afterwards, which is you know, maybe in a more private setting, and handle it that way. That's usually the best. But it's part of being a leader. You know, if anyone has been in any management role before, you know, there's right ways and wrong ways to handle it, and it's different for everybody. Every personality has a little different way of handling it, and it's no different for when someone's managing me in the same way. You know, when Todd's on the radio, or even my spotter TJ, the way he says certain things affects me, and I keep that in mind when I'm talking to somebody else.
I had a driver tell me once, I cuss guys out all the time, I just don't push the radio button. Does that work for you? That wouldn't work for me. I
You know,
would
every
need
now
someone
and
to hear
again,
it.
you gotta hit the button every now and again. Just, you can vent. If no one's hearing you vent, it just doesn't feel good. I mean, it's the same thing, right? I mean, at home, you're yelling to your mirror, it doesn't really make you feel very good, you know?
So you push the button and you go all Yosemite Sam, brassin'.
Yeah, usually I'm more mad at like someone on the racetrack more than, like, my team I'm pretty cool about, but you know, on the racetrack, my competitors, I get mad at them. But I think that's normal. I think that's just being a competitor, you know? You're out there, we all have one goal, and so there's one happy driver and 39 angry drivers. It's just part of it.
The really tall guy here in white.
Yeah, it's my mommy and that's my her. Can I take a picture with you?
I think he wants to take a picture.
I think he wants to take a picture.
Come up here, Mike. We'll take a picture.
See, this is going to lead. This is going to lead to a lot of copycat crime. Now we're going to have a lot
I like the Ford
of
shirt,
cute
though.
kids.
That shirt fits you really well. It fits good. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
Now we're having
Oh, that's
private
cool.
conversations.
She said that she is a store manager at Games. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you coming up here.
There you go.
She said she was the store manager at GameStop when they were my sponsor, and
Oh,
we
there
took
you
a
go.
picture while she was pregnant, and now I feel like I've been racing a very long time.